Hello boys and girls, Steve the Builder here. Welcome back to my workshop. I'm going to make some furniture today for our Smurf family. And here's the Smurf, she's just hopped back off the bus. Remember we finished the bus yesterday and it's ready to go into the village that we're going to make for the Smurfs. So we'll just put that aside for the time being while we make the little table for the Smurfs and maybe one for the bunny. Actually, let's start with the bunny because the bunny we started looking at yesterday and he needs a table, doesn't he? Or she. I think he's a he. I keep calling him a he. Anyway, let's make a table for him. I'm going to snip off the end of a toilet roll like so. Make the base of a table. So you could make it on a table like this. I'll make it round again, put it there. Now I had some paper left over from the bag we chopped up yesterday, so we might just make the tabletop out of paper. So let's snip a piece of paper. You could easily make some furniture out of paper like this. And we can round off the corners maybe. Make it relatively even. There we are, we're going to have a dining table like so. So all we've got to do is put some glue on that and that'll make a little table, won't it? And what about a bed for the bunny? Let's make a bed for bunny, or we'll make a bed for the Smurfs. All this waste paper left over from the bag, we may as well use it because that's good recycling, isn't it? So let's say a bed. You could easily make a bed out of paper. I'm just going to tidy up that end because it's a bit crinkly. Drop that off there, I'll sweep it up later on. Let me see, let's make it about, let's start with a bit about that big. It's going to make two beds, so we'll snip this one in half. Don't waste it, it's good paper. Now the bed, just fold over the side. And we could fold over this side. Need to fold them so they're about the same, don't we? So let's fold that to about there. They look much the same, don't they? And now we'll make a bed head, one end. Just cut a wee way down there. A wee way down this side the same. And then we'll fold that up to make the bed head. Make me the head of the bed, can't it? We can fold that round this way. You could make this with a little box if you had a tiny wee box. Like a matchbox would make a good bed, wouldn't it? If you had an old matchbox. It's going to make a bed. It's going to make a wee bed like that. Do you think she can lie on that bed? Yep, that'd be great. I could make a little bed end too if I wanted to. So I make a wee bed end just to make it look even more like a bed. Just a little snip here. And a little snip here. And we'll make the bed end. Put that up, fold that up. So you might like to think of other furniture they might need in the house other than a bed. What about a kitchen? A little kitchen would be a good idea. Right, that's a little bed. Should we put the little bed in the bunny's house? That'd be a good idea, wouldn't it, Linda?
I think so. I hope it fits.
I think it'll fit. Let's take it over here. Let's see, we put a little round window on the end there.
Oh, cute.
Let's pop Bunny by the table. I'll bring the table over that we made before. Set him up at the table with his bed in the background. We pop the bunny inside. I don't know if you can see him sitting at his table. Maybe we need to smooth it over a wee bit. You see him in there?
Can't
Maybe beard.
really, but might have to be there. Well, it fits in though, so we just have to make sure that. Oh, there he is. Bless him.
Need to glue that on yet. We haven't glued that yet, have we?
No.
That'll be a little table, a little bed for him in his house. So that's good. We need some more beds for the Smurfs, I guess, in the village, and we need some homes to make for the little Smurfs to travel on their little bus too. So we'll get started on that next. Right, here we go. We're going to make a chimney out of this blood piece of cardboard. The reason being this piece of string sticking out the top can be the smoke coming out. So I'm just going to try and roll that up with a bit of glue in it. I'll put a wee bit of glue in here. And we'll roll up, smoosh that out everywhere, and then we'll roll this up, see if we can make a chimney out of it for the top of his house, because he's going to have a fireplace in there, so he can keep warm. So wait for that to dry. When it's dry, what we'll do is we'll snip the, and we can have that as parting up to make some smoke coming out. Is that a good idea?
It's a great idea. Is that for little rabbit's house?
Yeah, that's for his house. That's going to go on his roof.
Cute.
So we'll just wait for that to dry. Put that aside while it's drying, and we'll splay that out in a minute once it's all nice and dry. Round it up and it can go on the roof of his house. Now, the one thing we didn't have on the front of the bus was a bumper bar. And so I thought maybe we could make a bit out of this spare cord that's left. So let's just measure a piece off to go on the bumper. That'll make a bumper bar, won't it? Needs to be about there to my fingernail. So we'll snip that off. And I'm going to just glue that on along the front there. That'll be a bumper bar. Think that'll work? I think it will. So we'll just run some glue along the front. And put this on here to dry. That'll make a nice bumper bar, I hope. Here we are. I'll let that dry. Well, Linda, I've made a house for the first house for the little Smurfs, and they're inspecting it at the moment, but they want me to make more. They want one each. I think that's going to be quite a few houses for their little village. Over here you can see them inspecting their little house. Tried to make it a bit like a mushroomy house like they like. You think that'll do?
Oh, that's so lovely.
They all want one, so I'll have to make another couple of
Goodness.
these anyway. So
That's
we'll have
lots
to
of
get
work.
started. So let's start, and I'll make another one, and maybe the children could make houses for them too. That would be handy. So what I did is I just made a circle, drew a circle on here, and I'm going to cut the circle out. Remember, you always have the scissors facing away from you, and you turn the circle as you cut it.
And you could make a circle by tracing around a plate or a saucer.
Yes, I traced around a bowl for this, one of our breakfast bowls.
So you could even get our mummies and daddies to help us do that, couldn't we?
Well, they could help you do the circle, and then each of the students or kiddies could cut their own circle. So we just snip it right round. See, I'm turning the circle, keeping the scissors in the same place.
So the scissors are right away.
That's it. So there we are. Now the next part is to cut a little wedge out to the middle of the circle, out to the side. So we'll just cut up here to the middle, and then cut a wedge out. And then we join it together by just overlapping that part and gluing that there. So, and I need my glue. I'll just grab that from here, and we'll put a bead of glue down the side. And I think if you can't wait for it to dry, and we're a bit of hurry at the moment, you can always add a staple in there to stop it moving while the glue dries. That makes a cone for the roof. That'll dry down there soon. And what I did is then trim around the edge to make it a bit more mushroomy. Sort of in and out. And somehow we've got to get all these to the village. I'm not quite sure how we do, because I've got to go through a little tunnel to the Magic Land of Village. So we'll need to borrow that ute, because my big truck over there won't fit through the hole in the tunnel, Linda. Is it okay if we borrow the ute we made? I think.
Absolutely.
Then we can put the houses on the back of that and get them through the tunnel to the Magic Land where the Smurfs are going to live.
It's a little bit like how we got our caravan from our house to the preschool.
It is on the photo that you've seen this morning on your video of the caravan on the back of my ute. So that's how they like the roofs to look, a little bit swishy on the outside. And then we can make the body of the house like so. Then the roof can sit on top of that house. And put a little bit of glue on that underneath. And then we can put a door in there with a felt tip. And the windows can be like so as well. I always like to put some.
It's like a little cross.
A little cross in there. Makes the windows pretty, isn't it? I'm going to thicken that up with another vivid. My thick one from over here. It's a bit thicker. Handle go on there. There we are. Put a little bit of glue on the top of the roll. And we can sit that there to dry, and the house will be ready for them soon. So we've got to transport these houses to the village through the magic tunnel tomorrow. So that's going to be interesting. So I look forward to doing that with you. So until then, be good for your parents, boys and girls. Promise me. See you later. Bye-bye.